We welcome you live from the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series. It's race 19 for the Homestead-Miami Speedway. 2 races to go in the season. This is the championship cutoff. See the 5 of Clausen ripping the outside lane. Right now, top of the board, Heilman second, Fish third, Slade down to P4. So Clausen around the outside. There's Matthew White coming onto the racetrack in that 7 car. So it's the FedEx Cup Series from Homestead-Miami Speedway tonight. 1 race until the championship. We welcome you all live here from Southern Florida. That's Miami. Here's the 01 coming onto the racetrack. In his Cup Series debut, that's Joshua Slade. Will be full-time in the Cup Series next season. There's Hunter down the back straight. There's Clausen in the 5. There's Redford sitting there. Aiden Walker, Bailey in the 91. There's 56 Corey Lyles. One last time around at the Talladega Super Speedway. There's Jacob Quill in the 6th. 1 win this season at Indianapolis, the Brickyard 400. He's going to head down the back straightaway. So yeah, for 1 and 2 goes Quill in the 6th. He's going to rip the outside lane. Fish goes P6 on the board. Everyone coming up to speed now. There's the 70 McMillan. He's going to start his lap. So it's Miami. 9 minutes of practice remain before we go qualify for the second to last race of the season. This will decide your championship down in Chicagoland. So far, it's Cole Clausen, top of the board. There's Aiden Walker on the racetrack, driving his 66 car. You're going to see the high line being ripped all race long. That's going to be the line where most cars run up. Turpin goes P7. There's the 84. There's McMillan sliding in. So is Jacob Quill. There's 5 car Cole Clausen, top of the board right now, down the back straightaway. Right now is above the cut line by a few points over Brandon Redford. He's looking to keep that momentum up and trying to advance to the championship 4. There's the 14 sitting there. There's the 72 of Landon Fish. Actually did not qualify for the Talladega race. Missed that race. Walker goes P4 on the board. Fish down the back straightaway right now, running in P9. Pretty decently below the cut line right now. Gonna have to have a really good race to make it to the championship 4 tonight. Wilkins is gonna go P10 on the board in that 4 car. Oh, we got the 45 of Heilman around. He was P2. Now he goes for a slide. There's Bailey. Walker on the 66 coming on the racetrack. There's the 6 of Quill, the inside of McMillan, who's not having a great run. Quill will get there. Oh, he slaps the wall there, drives it in way too deep. Everyone's got to figure that out. There's Matthew White on the outside lane. Looking to go P4. White right now sitting at P7. He's pretty much locked into the next round, which is the championship. He's about, I think, 58 above the cut line. He's pretty much locked into the next round. So he will be racing for a NASCAR FedEx Cup Series championship after tonight. Sunday is the championship in Chicagoland. Turpin's now going to go P2. Still at the top of the board, Cole Clausen. Hunsinger now top of the board. Passes Clausen, and the 77 goes top. There is Sean Kruger. There's the 72 Landon Fish down the back straightaway in the 3 and 4. There's Brandon Redford. First laps on the racetrack, getting sideways from him. Nearly saving, and he's going to spin beer. One of your first cars to go around and hits the wall. Not a good early. There's Matthew White top of the board. Not a good start for Brandon Redford. There's the 4. That's Stretton Wilkin in the 4. He'll be full-time in the Xfinity Series next season. Down to the bottom of the racetrack he goes, right now sitting P3 on the board. There's Hunsicker running the outside lane. There's Patrick Donnelly in the 33 coming to the racetrack. He's going to head down the back straightaway. There's the 66 Walker. Right now he is, I don't know where he is. He's P7 right now on the timing chart. He's looking to improve on this lap. Not do anything. Actually, he's going to go top of the board. Brandon Walker. Here's the 01 coming back on the racetrack. Down the back stretch shows Jacob Quill. There's Gio Turpin. And Matthew went up the outside, nearly in the wall a little bit. Kind of slaps it. So we're barely still yet to run. We're most likely going to see all cars for most of the race. So is Lyles yet to run on the outside. Oh, we got a car upside down. That's the 5 car. Let's take a look what happens here. So up and over goes Cole Clausen. Let's take a look. So 5 of Clausen upside down here in Homestead-Miami Speedway. So let's go back and see what happened to this 5. Running the outside lane, getting the wall there a little bit. It was P2 on the board. Comes down for a spin. Looks like he was coming down the pit road way too hot. I don't know what that was all about. iRacing just broke there. He slides upside down on his roof. Yeah, that was interesting. Not sure what went on with Cole Clausen there. He is now upside down and probably most likely parting enough damage, so he probably is going to be able to get back out here. There's Donnelly, the 14. There's the 01 at the bottom of the racetrack, but now it's Walker top of the board by just a little bit. Landon Fish in the 72, playoff driver running out in P12. Going to need to improve here. There's 45 of Heilman. He's P7. There's Redford. He's P11. He really needs to get a good run here in the Homestead. White goes up to P2, barely behind Walker. There's Landon Fish down the back straightaway. There's Jacob Quill. P9 so far on the board. It's the second to last race in Matthew Reddy Motorsports. They will close shop after the end of this season. Kevin Hunsicker and Jacob Quill, the 2 cars on track right now. Lyle's going to go P14. Got an issue up there. Oh, it's 2 cars around. Walker's involved. Oh, Quill's going to hit them both. 3 Fords go for a spin. And Landon Fish is involved. Brandon Redford as well. All the Fords are falling apart all of a sudden. There's Corey Lyles in 56. P15 right now on the 4 is that 14 machine. He's going to head through 3 and 4. Lyle's going to go P4. There's the 01 back on the racetrack. There's the 4 Wilkin heading down the back straightaway. So 3 minutes and 10 seconds remain before we go qualify at Homestead-Miami. There's Turpin in the 84. Gonna follow now Cole Clausen, who's back on track. Oh, Clausen, he got about 45 around. Went for a slide. There's the 14 to the bottom of the racetrack. He goes, gonna turn it down a little bit too hard. Having an issue back there. Looks like he's going to come down to pit road. There's Slade and the 01 down at the bottom of the racetrack. So we should see multiple lines being used around here at Homestead-Miami. The 01 up the racetrack he goes. Going to head down the back straightaway. Landon Fish in the 72 still struggling down in 14th. Your lowest playoff driver, so gonna need to find something. Redford and Donnelly not doing too well either. Going 2 through 3 and 4. You got Clausen going around. There's 45 still there. Quill goes P3 on the board. Walker still ripping the outside lane. Corey Lyles, what at Talladega last time around so far, P7. Landon Fish in 72, there's Matthew White. There's poor Wilkin, everyone's still on the racetrack. Bailey still yet to run, in that 91, so he's just sitting here. Minute left here in practice. Oh, the 4 car going sideways in front of Matthew White. Hard hit. And Landon Fish hits him as well. Big crash. So 45 seconds remain here in practice at Homestead-Miami Speedway. There's the 56 of Lyle's nearly going around. He's going to hit the wall. Oh, in the wall he goes again. So 30 seconds remain here in practice for Homestead-Miami. We're going to see this outside lane ripped all race long. Let's have to see how it plays out here tonight in Miami. Riding along with Clausen. And that'll do it. Here in practice at Homestead-Miami Speedway, it is time to qualify. Clausen just did a wheelie. But now it's time to go qualifying here at Homestead. And that'll do it in practice. Time to qualify. See who your pole sitter will be for this season's NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series race at Homestead-Miami. So here we go. Time to qualify. Here's the 84 turbine. He's going to fire up the engines. And we'll come to the front straight away to start his lap. Matthew White in the 7. There's the 4 of Wilkin. There's the 66 of Lyles. There's the 6 of Quill. There's Aiden Walker on top of the board here in practice. Looking for another win on the season. Turpin down the back straightaway. And in for 3 and 4. There's Crew coming on the racetrack. There's Bailey in the 91 to make a practice lap, so he's going to have to try and prove here. There's Cole Clausen in the 5. 47 of Redford. Oh, up the racetrack he goes in the wall a little bit there. There's Redford up the racetrack in that 47. Snap Autoford's Ford Mustang on his opening lap. There's Matthew White to the bottom of the racetrack. Going to try to find something down here. See if this shortens his way up in qualifying. You're going to see probably them rip the outside lane on their fast lap. Walker is going to go top of the board in his first lap. Here comes White to the front straightaway. Going to start his lap. Going to rip the outside lane. You're going to see that for probably all qualifying laps, fastest way around here at Miami. But drivers are going to have to use the bottom lane all race long to try to make passes. Ooh, Matthew White on the outside gets a little bit loose. There's the 0-1 down the back straightaway. And into 3 and 4. Gonna head down the back straightaway to the bottom. Highland's gonna slide in P6. Walker goes back top of the board on his qualifying lap over now. Here's the 4 of Wilkin. He goes P2. Slade now P5. Everyone's slotting in. Turpin, I think, is done P7. There's Walker. He's done. There's the 14 down the back straightaway on his opening lap. There's Heilman. Through 3 and 4. Back on the gas. Right now P9. Will he improve? Using the bottom lane there. Bailey slots in P10. Heilman only improves up to P7. So far it's Walker and Wilkin. Top 2. Carrera goes now P11. There's Bailey down the back straightaway. He's on his last lap here. Position changing mid-pack. Bailey now P10. Gonna want to improve on his final lap. Ooh, looks like he gets a little tight coming to pit road this time by. Got the 5 of Clausen upside down again. There's the 4 Wilkin. The 4 car to the bottom of the racetrack he goes. And I think that'll do it here. Oh, it's time to go racing. 14 slides down pit road speed. And now it comes to it. So here we go. It should be Walker on the pole here in Homestead-Miami. I know how to Bailey around backwards here. Well, you're just going to burn it down for some reason. Pretty sure that's everyone else that was left to run. You'll see some cars, especially the M&F cars, elect not to qualify here at Homestead-Miami. But we'll get ready to go here in Miami. It's time to go racing from Homestead. So here we go from Homestead. 134 laps tonight. And it's time to go. So it'll be Walker on the pole again. But field getting ready to roll off here in Miami. So here we go. It's the second to last race of the season. Final race for the championship. Will we see a playoff driver taking home the victory tonight? Or will we see another non-playoff driver take home a win? So ready to go here in Homestead. Some cars, again, electing not to qualify here in Homestead-Miami. So everyone getting ready. The top three are all Fords. It's Walker, Wilkin, and Slade. So here we go from the Homestead-Miami Speedway. It's time to get this one underway. Pace car rolling off. And it's time to go for Miami. So it's going to be an interesting race tonight to see who will be able to take home the race victory. We'll see if the bottom lane comes in or will be an outside dominant race. Haven't raced here before. We're just going to have to see how this goes. They head down the backstretch, ready for green. Once again, the second to last race of the season. And all drivers looking to cap off the season with a victory. You go to Chicagoland next time around. That'll decide your Season 1 NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series champion. But it's time to go from Miami. Walker, Wilkin, White, Hunsinger, Slade, Turpin, Quill, Bailey, Heilman, and Lyles round out your top 10. The pace car is in. And the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series from Homestead is underway. Walker clear away with the race lead, Wilkin out of second. They all fan out behind him. One car got loose there. They all come through 3 and 4 for the first time. Redford to the bottom of the racetrack, now almost 3 wide. All cars all over the racetrack. Oh, Bailey nearly clearing Turpin. The outside lane rips it. Here comes Quill up the outside. The 01 down the bottom. Hunsinger there, now passing. The 7 wide, 3 wide nearly. Here they come. The 01 is Slade. Look at the bottom. We'll try to get there and nearly make contact. As Hunsinger now racing for second. Oh, white in the wall a little bit. He slides. Gonna be able to save it here. Just got very loose there, got in the wall. Gonna fall back a little bit. Now Quill gets the door shut on him. Racing now for third. Hunsinger, the second. Gonna rip the outside lane. Quill gonna try to charge on his rear bumper. But the 01 is now side by side. Gets clear and back there. Rewind they go, Quill at the bottom. Ooh, he slides up in front of his Ford buddies. But Hunsicker now still ripping the outside lane. Nearly 3 wide. 2 by 2. Quill will clear behind it. Kevin Hunsicker running up here. He's the only, I think, Chevy in the top 7 right now. Most of the top 10 are all Fords. Just the back half is really sprinkled with Chevrolets. And Heilman, that first Toyota, running in P16. But there's Hunsicker up the racetrack, running in second. They race behind him. Walker out front. Here at Miami got a great launch. Now he's trying to pull away. Hunsicker trying to close though. Still very early in this race. Walker keeping it low. There's your racing battle on for 14th. There's McMillan down the back straightaway. Landon Fish, Donnelly not having good runs either in the playoffs. They really need good runs. There's Clausen right now running in P10. There's Turpin, P9. There's Matthew White falling back a little bit now down to P8. Redford right now beating Cole Clausen with 8 points and a finishing position. I think this could put him out front. It's a playoff battle between him and Clausen making the final shot in the championship floor. Redford needs to have a good day. Enter this race below the cut line. Four goes out inside. We'll try to use the bottom lane. But Redford going to wrap the outside. So still early in this race here in Miami. 7 laps complete. There's the 47 to the outside he goes. Still trying to battle with the 4. We'll turn it back down and lose a little time there. Or Wilkin looking to the inside of Jacob Quill. Won't be able to get there. Quill up to the outside of Lyles. Trying to race with him. Quill up the racetrack. Now he's going to have Wilkin to his inside. Side by side they go. Racing now. For, I believe, the 5th position. Quill will clear him. Oh, the 4 drives it in hard. That would allow Redford to the outside. And looking to take that spot away. Side by side they go. The 7 of White starting to catch up with these 2. Redford way up the racetrack. Starting to get a little tight. Wilkin on the bottom. Here comes White racing with his teammate. Highline Motorsports wants to try to get as many cars in as possible. With Patrick Donnelly not having a great run right now in P15, that could be a possibility. Oh, Redford sends it back in. Gonna slide way up the racetrack. Here comes Quill to the inside now. This is Corey Lyles. Lyles using the outside lane, Quill inside. Sending it back in there. Battle on for P2. I'm sorry, P4. But it's Hunsicker and Walker both pulling away from the field. All these Fords race. At the front of the field list, mostly Fords. They have dominated the day so far. Hunsicker, the lone Chevrolet in the top 6. Redford, oh, Quill gets loose. That allows for Walker. Wilkin to the outside. Bill sends it back in. Wilkin ripping the outside, and here goes Matthew White with a big run. Turpin coming as well. Quill losing multiple positions. Now going to fall back to 7. We'll race side by side with White. Here comes Turpin with a run. The outside goes the 84. Battle on for P7. 84 is going to gas it up. Turpin to the outside of Jacob Quill. Now is going to get there. They race side by side. Ooh, Quill's still kind of struggling there in the bottom lane. Will still be side by side with the 84s ahead down the back straightaway. Starting to catch the White car. That's the 7 of White. Lap 12 of this race, Turpin sliding up the racetrack, and I have to get that run off the corner. Quill will slide up, get a little tight. But here comes Turpin down the back straightaway. White. Now with pressure from Gio Turpin. Turpin starting to move up. Didn't have the greatest of qualifying efforts now. P7 looking out for 6. To the outside he goes with 84. We'll drive it back outside. Ooh, Corey Lyles got loose there. Down to the bottom. He's coming down pit road for some reason. Lyles is coming to service his race car. Big run for the 84. Not going to take it anywhere. White still up the racetrack. Still battling with the 84 Turpin. Turpin back to the outside, battling that one for 5th. As for some reason, Corey Lyles coming down to pit road. Maybe this was him. Very early pit stop, only lap 14. Can't be scheduled. Turpin looks to get there. White will be clear away. Here comes the 84 Turpin, still putting more pressure on Matthew White. Still battling for P5. They're going to head down the back straightaway. 1.9 second lead for Aiden Walker over Kevin Huntsicker. There's Turpin going to send it up the racetrack. Huntsicker gained multiple positions there on the start. Was able to grab P2, but with all that jockeying behind him, Walker was just able to pull away. Will running behind these two in the 7th spot in that 6 car. We run green all the way long. Corey Lyles still sitting on pit road. So maybe in major issue that 56. Not sure what happened. Talladega winner last time around, but then it's here early. Trent Wilkin having a solid run here in P4. For Black Widow Motorsports. Right now running that 4th position. But yeah, bump and run definitely having very opposite days. Aiden Walker so far started on pole, leading this race. And Patrick Donnelly running down in P14. Donnelly needs to improve here today. Does not want to miss the championship floor. Boston so far ahead of Redford. We'll keep an eye on that all night long. Landon Fish right now really not doing anything. Right now running in P10. Gonna need to improve a little more from that. There's 4 of Wilkin. And that's Sunny D4. Pretty sure Levi Heilman had an issue there on the start. There's White to the inside. Now start. Oh, the 4 Wilkin in the wall a little bit. White starting to gain position. He's to the inside of Wilkin. Will nearly clear up, but Wilkin back to the outside with a run. Wilkin got to back down a little bit, trying to get that run off the outside. White charging it down in the inside lane. Nearly clear of that 4. Side by side they go. Huntsicker right now the highest running playoff driver in 2nd. White looking to be the highest second highest running playoff driver. We're going to get P4 here. But Wilkin way up the racetrack again. Going to get that run back off. Going to step on the gas. Will be able to do it. It's now White, the 4th. Wilkin now running the bottom line. White back up high, starting to switch here. Wilkin looks inside of that 7. Ooh, got a car in the wall a little bit back there. Wilkin starting to close yet again. On the 7 of Matthew White. Loses a little bit down the back straightaway. Now he's going to start having pressure from Gio Turpin, who's P6 right now. Looking to crack the top 5. Yeah, so winner last time around at Talladega, Corey Lyles still sitting right now on pit road. Really not sure what's going on. They all race here. There's Huntsicker, the 77. Slade starting to catch him down. Hunsicker starting the struggle. But it's still Walker up front. Coming to lap 22 of this race. 14 maybe put a lap down here in a minute. Right now we're running in 15th. There's 33 of Donnelly, not having the run that he needs tonight, running P14. And I want to try and improve on that. He's got a pretty decent gap from scoring so many points in the regular season. The championship for Redford had an issue. They're running right now running in P12 for that 47. Clausen in P7 gaining positions. Redford falling back. Heilman P11. So Redford really not liking what he's seeing right now. Gonna need to improve from this. Turpin looking inside, trying to get on the 4-car Wilkin. Turpin back outside he goes. Wilkin back to the bottom of the racetrack. Wilkin tries to pull away off the corner. They head down the back straightaway. But the 84 back up high. Turpin getting the run off. Starting to get a run down the front straightaway here at Miami. The outside he goes on the 4 Wilkin. Hard battle now on for this position. Turpin back outside. Still running up against the wall. Will try to pull off that corner and try to catch that Wilkin. Yeah, Hunsicker really starting to struggle here. They still race side by side. The 84 up the racetrack. Trying to get that run off the corner. Quill comes down the pit road. Not sure what's happening with him. So Jacob Quill coming to service his car. There's the 01 starting to catch down. And there's the 14 to the issue. Pax Donnelly. Now McMillan looking inside of Redford. There's Bailey up the racetrack, racing with Landon Fish. These guys have really gotten saved by all of these cars having to come down the road. Battle on for P9. Heilman to the inside of Bailey making contact. They lean on each other. Heilman sends it back in. On the 91 as they go side by side. And Bailey will lose that position. Heilman battling with Landon Fish for 8th. And he'll get clear. There's Levi Heilman right now running in 8th. Cole Clausen down in P7. Slade has now gotten a 2nd. We'll try to chase down the race leader Wilkin, and the 84 of Turpin still battling here for that 5th spot. That battle's on back there. Oh, they're racing hard. So it's still 3-second gap. Slade's starting to close the gap on Nathan Walker. We'll try to make it tough on him. Didn't get the greatest of starts, but now trying to make it even tougher. There's White up the racetrack, running right now in that 4th spot. Redford has also come down to pit. 47 getting 4 fresh Goodyears here. Decided to pit a little early. There's Bailey clear landing fish here. They go down the back straightaway. So Brandon Redford back on the racetrack. But right now being scored a lap down and not even in the free pass position. Private Foster running in 7th. 4th car up the racetrack running now in P5. Matthew White still 4th. There's 14 a lap down. There's Hunsicker. He's falling way back. Slade has really closed the gap here. Now it's a 2.1 second lead for Walker. This 01 is coming. Starting to close the gap. We'll have a battle for the lead hopefully soon. Now down into the 1 second range for that 01. He has really proved that he belongs in his Cup Series debut. Walker's still leading here at Homestead-Miami. Has been out front all laps on your pole as well. So the 01 starting to close the gap on this 66. 66 with Walker going to have to try to find something pretty soon here. 1.6 second lead for him. On now lap number 34. It's been green always long so far. As the 66 comes down on the back straightaway. Played about 1.6 seconds back of him. They could be in some more lap traffic and McMillan in front of them right now in P12. That could get interesting, but Brandon Redford running in 14th. Not at all the run he needed tonight. There's closest competitor for the championship for Cole Crossing right now running in 7th. So they're going to gain stage points on him and even race points if they can finish there. Watching at 66, there's Redford. He's on pressure tires, so I don't think he'll be put another lap down, but really just struggling in this 47. There's Landon Fish. There's Bailey to the inside of the 33 of Donnelly. Heilman. There's Clausen and Turbine Racing. Clausen grabs another position. Now up to P6. So down the back stretch goes the 84 of Turpin. But yeah, the 5 of Clausen really having a good run here tonight. Right now in P6. This is the run that he needed. A solid run inside the top 6 right now. Seems to have a fast race car and is really going forward. Turpin starting to struggle now down to 7th. There's Wilkins still holding his ground at P5. Oh, White on the wall a little bit. Again, we'll have a stage break of lap 67 here at Miami. There's Hunsicker down to the bottom. And there's the 01, about 1.5 seconds still gaining behind your race leader. So it's been clean and green all race long here at Homestead-Miami. Lap 39 of this race. Final race before the championship. Will we see a playoff driver in victory lane tonight? Punch their ticket to the championship for. Non-playoff driver Corey Lyles was able to get the race win down in Talladega last time around. And yeah, another non-playoff driver will try to take home another win. We've surprisingly had only one playoff driver win so far in these playoffs and 2 non-playoff drivers. With 3 different winners. That 01 trying to make it 4 different winners in the playoffs so far. And head down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. So by the end of this race, we should see mostly darkness over this racetrack. So that'll be interesting once the night falls here at Miami. Just watching this 01 putting great pace together, about to now second behind Walker. Using the bottom lane, unlike every other driver we've seen. Mostly. Walker has actually kind of used the top as well, on bottom as well, I mean. McMillan now being put a lap down, so is Landon Fish. Both of them really struggling tonight. Landon Fish about to be put a lap down. Turpin coming to pit road. Green flag pit stop starting to be underway. We're going to run here from the 70 car down the front stretch. That should give him some sort of an advantage. I got to be inside that lap car. Ooh, way up the racetrack. 70 McMillan goes. Going to slap the wall there a little bit. 7 chance advantage for Walker. They go down the back straightaway. The 01 really starting to close. So Slade in that 01 car about 6 tenths behind the race leader. Again, stage break coming about 23 laps time. 24 laps time. That is when the green light checker flag will fly. And this 01 wants to try to get out front. Will step back on the gas. Now a half second behind your race leader. Battle on now for the race lead. The 01 announced Joshua Slade announced that he will be full-time in the Cup Series next season. This basically just acknowledges that he's doing great. Battling almost for the race lead. Here he comes, an 01. Starting to get to the rear bumper Walker. The 01 is coming. Down the front stretch they go. The 66 now has pressure for the race lead. To the bottom of the racetrack, the 01 goes. Walker keeps it up high, trying to use a different line now. Will he able to get the run off the corner? No, he hits the wall. Gets sideways there, slaps the wall. Here they come, side by side for the race lead. The 01 of Slade sends it back in. Walker up the racetrack again. And now, new leader in Homestead, it's Joshua Slade. Now, Bailey looks like he's going to come down to pit. Going to actually miss the pit entry. Big run coming for the 66 back to the rear bumper of the 01. Going to push it back to the corner. And now the 01 out front here at Homestead-Miami. Walker's actually coming down to service his race car. He's down at pit road, so green flag pit stops are underway here in Miami. They've kind of been underway for a while. Matthew White, he's going to come down to pit. Hunsaker's going to stay out, so is your race leader. Ooh, White locks up the tires there. Could have been speeding. We'll just have to hope he gets lucky and stays on the lead lap. The 7 White, Heilman, Wilkin, Walker all coming out to service their cars. Walker will get out. There's the 72 Landon Fish. Well, it'll be interesting to see if you see any other cars that pitted earlier stay out. Landon Fish not having the run he needed tonight. So the car's coming off pit road. There's the 01, your race leader. Well, assuming he's going to come into pit road pretty soon. Doesn't want to be out too far. I mean, he doesn't want to be passed by Walker in the 66, so that 01 may come to pit road pretty soon. Hunsinger now gets down at pit road in that second spot. Going to give up second. We're coming down to pit. Clausen's still on the racetrack, so is Donnelly. 01 still staying out here. Kind of surprising move for him. We got cars. There's Clausen. That'll be a lap down there. There's 4 of Wilkin. He, I think, came down at pit road. Yes, he did. Been caution free so far. Lap number 50. Turpin getting into the rear bumper of Levi Heilman. This, I think, is for position. Turpin hit a little earlier. Yeah, it is. They're both a lap down, but racing for 8th and 9th. So top 3 gets to come to pit road. I think Clausen has come. There's the 7 of white. You got 4 steps into pit road. There's McMillan has damage on that 70 car. So a bunch of damage to him. There's the 91, there's 77 Hunsicker. But there's the 66 of Walker. Actually starting to catch slate, so he's going to unlap himself. We may see the 01 run to the green, white checker flag. Pulling maybe a little bit of a different strategy here. The 66 actually, obviously just going to drive right around him, unlap himself here. Oh! They make contact! The 01's going to be able to save it, but that could have been bad. Donnelly coming down the pit. It could be interesting to see that 01 try to stretch it out. I don't know if he will. There's Donnelly down at pit road. Walker now takes away second position. As Slade's the only one yet to pit, your race leader. We just got the race in on basically just pure pace. But he's staying out here at Homestead. There's Landon Fish in the 72 to the bottom of the racetrack. Hunsicker in front of him as well. So Hunsicker above the cut line entering this race, looking to advance to the championship 4. So again, the 01 still get the pit. We got about, I think, 13 laps to go until we come to the green light checker. So still kind of got a ways to go. He's got a 30-second lead over Walker. Oldfield coming on lap himself. Z01 just definitely very slow. Maybe just trying to save a set of tires. Tires really do matter. Oh, he's actually coming out of pit road this time, though. I don't know why he ran that long. Getting off strategy. He's coming down to pit, and he's off. It'll take second now. Hunsicker, Clausen around the outside, and Hunsicker as well, may take his positions away. So interesting run there for this 01 car. Decides to stay out long. There's Walker, going to take the race lead back. The 01 will fall back to second now. We may have some battle going on here, but he's on fresh tires. Redford got saved by that. He straightened up P8 on the lead lap with everyone pitting. He got saved, basically. There's Hunsicker. Right behind Slade in the 01. And there's that 01 Ford. Pitted late. That's how much you lose from staying out that long. Was the race leader before they came down the road. Now 11 seconds behind Walker. you're going to head down the front stretch. And into the corner again. Clausen has actually come down to pit. I think Clausen may have stayed out. Yeah, I think he did. Not what he needed to do there. Going to be in a bad position now to score points. Redford running in 7th. That would score him 4 points. Clausen right now in P12. So Redford's going to have those tires are able to hold up. He enters this race 5 points below the cut line. Now, if you can finish down in P7, that would only make him, I think, 1 point below kind of good math, obviously. Most we got battle on now for P2. Slade and Hunsaker. Both of them stayed out pretty long. Walker was one of the first ones to come down pit road, so he really got an advantage there. Hunsaker running the outside lane here. Going to slide up the racetrack a little bit. But Wilkin now may get to the rear bumper of that 47. This could be good news for Cole Clausen. He wants that 47 to drop as far as possible. If 47 finishes 7th and the stage in the 5 finishes 12th, that'll give the 47 only 1 point below the cut line. We'll update you on that point situation after this. Donnelly running P9. He's about plus 18 over the cut line. Running in a pretty good position. Right now, Hunsaker in 3rd. This is really good for him. Going to look to almost lock himself in at the stage end. He entered this race plus 28 over the cut line, so he's pretty much already locked in. Only 2 more points he can gain in the race than 28. After the stage, you can finish it here. He's probably going to lock himself in with Matthew White as well, who's running in P4. Donnelly with plus 18 over the cut line of Cole Clausen and Brandon Redford. Landon Fish really not doing anything down in P10. Going to score 1 stage point. And that's just going to close the battle up if Clausen is unable to score good stage points. But now Redford really falling back here. He's going to have Donnelly on his bumper pretty soon. There's 14. There's Donnelly now. It's the inside of Redford. Redford on those older tires. They're about, oh, he's in the wall again. Not need to do that. Now he's only scoring 2 points here. Plus the points he's going to score in half. Not what he needed to do. So Donnelly up to 8th here. You should see everyone coming down pit road under this green, white, checker flag. Redford gonna have to open the and move back. There's Starbuck in 84. Gonna have a caution here pretty soon. Lap 67. End of that. Surprisingly, we've run green all race long. There's Hunter, there's Slade. And in front of them, there's 14 getting put. Now 2 down. Walker catching now the 47 of Redford. Brandon really has to try to hang on to this position. He does not want to be scored a lap down. He would get the free pass if he doesn't fall behind the Landon Fish. But you see the 66 starting to close. Slade is not starting to close the back number of the 66, but he's about 11 seconds behind, so after he was really late. I was expecting him to stay out to the end of the stage, but it didn't happen. There's Redford. Gonna have the 66 side by side with him pretty soon. Gonna look to try to defend, but really can't do anything on those older tires. Here comes the 66 of Walker to the bottom. Walker gets a little bit tight. Redford gonna try to make it hard. Does not want to be scored a lap down here. He was definitely risking this is the green, white, checker flag right now. It was Walker would have been done. Not able to put him a lap down. To the inside once again. Redford gonna look to cover him off. Gonna do anything he can. Right now we're gonna gain 2 points of Cole Clausen. Now close the advantage down to 3 below. And there would be a battle to the end. Landon Fish could possibly make himself to this with scoring 1 point. He's only, I think, entered this 6 below, I think. Gotta put him 5 below Clausen. But either way, Clausen's gonna lose points on these cars. Ready to go on the stage. Walker to the bottom of the racetrack and Redford. He's there side by side, gets a little bit loose there. This is really allowing Slade to start to close up to the back on the 66. Now 8.6 seconds behind. Redford not making it easy. Walker's starting to back off there a little bit. He doesn't want to cook his tires too much. Oh! The 47 goes for a slide. That's bad. He did not need that. But Walker will let him go there. Probably doing some work over the radio with 2 to go. I'm expecting that. After I saw how they're racing, I kind of expected that. Yeah, they're definitely doing some talking to each other over the radio. Of the 66, not past 47, so not put him a lap down. It's not for on racetrack position, so I would expect the 66 to listen. Yeah, so far. But Slade now 6 seconds behind him, coming on 1 to go in the stage. So unless the 47 doesn't, wreck it, he should come to the green white check flag, score 2 solid stage points, and stay on the lead lap. That would be good for Landon Fish. He would get the free pass. Final lap of the stage. Coming to the green white checker this time. Walker lost the lead there for a little bit, but was able to regain it on some pit strategy. Redford gonna try to stay in the lead lap. 66 looks inside. It's not gonna happen. Redford gonna be able to stay in the lead lap, and Walker will win the opening stage here at Miami. We'll have a caution flag here in a second. As all cars go over the racetrack, and caution will fly. The first caution of the night. Here in lap 68 comes with the stage break. So surprisingly how long we've run green here at Homestead. Redford gonna gain 2 points there on Clausen. That'll put him only -3. So Walker's gonna win the stage, obviously. And that's your halfway break. Here in Homestead-Miami. First caution of the night. Why did you run this long green? We're gonna catch up the pace car. Slade will finish P2 in this stage. Have a good solid finish for him. Ooh, gonna give the bumper a little bit to that 66. But we should see him coming up pretty soon here. This will give the free pass to Landon Fish. Lawson's gonna be trapped a lap down. Unless he can somehow get the waiver, which I don't see happening, you're going to be on those old tires. He's going to be trapped 1 lap down, so not at all he needs to see. Exactly what Landon Fish and Brandon Redford as Landon Fish with the free pass. Let's see. So here they come. Leaders to pit road. All of them going to final down. You do not want to speed. Here they come. The pit here in Miami. Walker's going to lead all these race cars down to pit road. Actually, Clausen, Bailey, and all them other guys will take the wave around here. So I'm surprised. I'm really just shocked how they were able to just take the wave arounds. I don't know why they would ever try that. Ford drives it in a little too hard. Actually, the 01 drove it too hard. Walker gets a good start. Going to get out front easily, as everyone else behind him messed up pretty much. Huntsicker looking to get off second. White third. Slade's going to lose multiple positions from this. Going to fall way back. Not what he needed to see. But yellow flag for the first time tonight. Comes on lap number 70 and 134 here at Miami. So it is Homestead-Miami tonight. There's Michael Clausen running right now in P12. So it's Homestead-Miami. Second to last race of the season. We will decide your championship for tonight. Second, we'll get ready for this restart pretty soon. So, surprisingly, he's going to stay out. I don't really know why, but Clausen will stay out here. Let's see what all goes around. There's Wilkin coming off pit road. There's 45 of Heilman. There's Brandon Redford going to be able to stay on the lead lap, running in 8th right now. Gain some positions from that. So let's see where all the scoring puts everyone. McMillan back on the racetrack, 23 laps down. It's just been a tough season for Ethan McMillan. Missed the playoffs, obviously. Has had 2 races in a row where he's gone so many laps down after sitting in the garage for a while, trying to get damage repairs on his race car. But yeah, the 0-1 of Slade falls all the way back from 2nd now to 6th. That's good news for Walker. What he wants to see. So we got basically 2 battles going on. The battle for the win and the battle for that final transfer spot. So far, Clausen, I think I think it's Redford that has it. Donnelly's in good position here. White is also locked in. So is Hunter. They have locked themselves into the championship 4. I think Donnelly is just about locked in, but he's going to have to try to make it safe here at the end. But Redford and Clausen, now it's only 3 points separating them. Again, every position is a point. So now Redford 4 spots ahead of Cole Clausen. That'll put him barely over the cut line. That's what we're going to have to watch. He got himself a nice 3-point cushion. Well, gain 2 points. That put him back 3. He's going to have to try to finish 3 points ahead of him. But I think Cole Clausen may have the best. Yeah, he has the best finish in this round, so he would get the tiebreaker. They have to probably finish 4 spots ahead of him. It's going to be tough for Redford, but he'll try all race long. Here we go. Hunsicker and Walker on the front row. Ready to restart him in here in Miami. Clausen, I think, will keep it on the lead lap. Wilkins still coming down to pit. Bailey's a lap down right now. But Clausen, Heilman, all those other drivers still trying to catch the back half of the field. But we're getting ready to wrap up this first yellow flag of the night. Clausen will catch up to the rear of the field. Wilkins still sitting down on pit road. He's going to finally come off, but is going to be in a bad position here as they're coming to green this time by. Here we come. Walker, Hunsicker on the front row here in Miami. Hunsicker had good short run speed. It looks like for the long run it didn't go as well. Come back to the green flag. We are back underway. A great start for the 66. Not a good start at all for that 77. But the 66 of Walker is gone. Hunsicker running in P2. We'll try to get there. Oh, he gets loose off the corner. In front of Matthew White. White down to the inside. Battle 1 for P2. These 2 will be teammates at season's end. They got 2 more races of not being teammates. And 2 more races with their teams. Including this one, nearly right hooks them. The 77 on the 7 car. Slade has now come back up into the battle. He seems to have probably even better pace on the long run than Walker. Turbine to the inside, making a little contact with the 01. The 01's going to slide way up the racetrack. Turbine now looking inside, going to have to fall back in line. Heilman to the inside of the 84. We'll send it back in. But now the 01 up the racetrack again. Keeping an eye on this battle. I think it's 3 points. Clausen still getting positions, though. That's going to put him above the cut line right now. Redford got about 1 point below the cut line. 1 or 2 points below the cut line right now. I think it would be 1. That's a close battle. But here comes Matthew White, putting pressure on Aiden Walker for the race lead. Walker and White both use the bottom lane here. Both these drivers the most wins of the season. White looking for win number 5 of the season. Here he comes. Down the back stretch he goes. He's already locked into the championship 4 on points after that stage. But now he's looking to just lock himself in with the win. Following that 66 tracks. Walker up the racetrack just a bit. Down the back stretch they go. The 7 of White. Starting first pressure on that 66. Trying to get there. Gonna get a little bit tight there. Hunsicker wants to gain in this battle. So is Slade in the 01. That's out front still. That's 66 of Walker. Gonna be interesting to see if we see the 7 car start to use a different line. Here comes Huntsicker. Closes the rear bumper of that 7. The 7 slides back in the corner. Looking to send it deep. Lap car in front of that Bailey had to come back in pit road again. This could give a draft off that 66 car. But here comes the 7. Walker using a little bit of a higher lane, gonna cross it back down. Oh, White loses the bottom. Gets away from it there a little bit. Have to jump out of the gas. That affects Huntsicker as well. Who will give him a shove down the back straightaway. Now battle on for second. They got White. Sorry about that. Huntsicker's gonna be able to get clear of him. But still, Walker out front. Bailey not making his life easy here. Gonna try to get to the inside of this 91. Huntsicker following in his tracks. Wants to get clear of the 91, he will. But the 66 still out front here in Miami. Huntsicker wants to try to get this win. It'll be, if he can pick up the win, it'll be his second career win. He's only won the playoffs so far. Wouldn't that be crazy? If he wins 2 races in the playoffs after never winning a regular season race. He's already locked himself into the next round of the championship on points with a great playoff so far. With great runs in every race, a win, great run at Talladega. And yeah, just looking to lock himself in with the win. Same thing with White. Now Slade has gotten around White for P3. They will start the battle. We've seen the 77 start the struggle on the longer runs. So he's going to try to want to get around the 66 as soon as possible. We've seen that 01 of Slade probably the best on the long runs. Ooh, Huntsicker slides a little bit. Slade gonna be looking there. We see how much Slade can gain on those longer runs. Huntsicker starting to close up. So leading the most laps so far tonight is that 66 of Aiden Walker. But Huntsicker running just behind him. Both of them has been using the bottom lane for most of this run so far. You've seen the 66 use the bottom for most of the race. The 77 has kind of been on the outside for a lot of this race. But now using the bottom. This track has started to change. Huntsicker trying to close the gap here. The 66 maybe slides up the track just a bit. The 77 gonna have to try to get a run down this back straightaway. The 01 of Slade maybe just saving his stuff. We may see a green flag pit stop. We actually probably will, if they don't have a caution flag. That 77 gets a little bit tight there. Off the corner he goes. Updating the Redford and Clausen situation. Right now, Brandon Redford would be, I think, tied with Cole Clausen. He's right now got him by 3 spots. That's 3 points gained up to 4 below the cut line. I think under that stage gained 2 points. Clausen gained 0. Let me just double check. It was actually a 5-point gap for Redford. So it closes down to 3. It'll be now tied, I think. with Clausen would get the tiebreaker with the best finish. So it's tied for the final championship 4 spot right now. Landon Fish running down P8, also having a good run. This could get interesting. Basically a 3-way battle for this final championship spot. We'll keep you updated all race long. For the rest of this one at Homestead. Looks like Hunsicker starting to struggle on this longer run. We've seen that before. Slade starts to get good on these longer runs though. Landon Fish entered this race, I think, 6 points below it. I think he only gained 1 stage point, that put him 5 below. Now he's beating Clausen by 2 points silently in this battle as well. Those 4 playoff drivers all behind there, with Hunsicker in white. The other 2 in these playoffs. Right now running inside the top 5. Yeah, that battle could start to heat up. You got McMillan in the 70 there. There's Clausen looking at the inside of Patrick Donnelly. This could change some things. I want to keep an eye on this. So Fish is beating Clausen by 2 points. That'll put him only, I think, 3 points below the championship 4 cut line. Redford is tied right now with Clausen in this position. I mean, Clausen really can't lose anything now, I don't think. He can only really gain. So Redford really has to get up on top of the wheel. He's got Heilman about a second ahead. He's going to have to try to get him. So far, Clausen with the tiebreaker, and now looking to get to the inside of 33 of Donnelly. So we'll be trying to update you this all race long. Redford wants to have some car ahead of him have an issue. But then he doesn't want it to affect Cole Clausen. He just wants that 45 to get a little loose. You can see him there, Heilman in the 45 car. Running still about a second ahead of Brandon Redford. Redford trying all he can. What a feat it would be for Cole Clausen with 0 wins on the season to make it into the championship 4. He was just happy to make the playoffs. He just barely made the playoffs, honestly. Not by a whole lot. But kept it consistent all throughout these playoffs. Got good finishes, scored good stage points, and now looking to capitalize on some drivers' issues and make it to the championship 4. But Redford just needs that 1 spot. Heilman is in his way, but starting to close back. Heilman's starting to pull away from him. There's the 7 of white, running in 5th. Turbin has got around him for P4. Walker starting to pull advantage on Kevin Hunsicker. About 9/10 he is out front from that 77. We may see the 01 start to get good on this long run. We saw that before. He probably wants a long run to the end of this race. We'll just have to see how the rest of this plays out. There's the 01. Trying to close. He heads down the back straightaway. About 5/10 behind Kevin Hunsicker in that 77. Maybe just saving his stuff here. Gonna try to put a long run at the end going. We'll try to chase down your race leader. Sun is starting to set here in Homestead. Pretty much has set. Lights are now on this racetrack. I think this is a perfect time to go to the second to last time of the season. Break it up. welcome back from crank it up. Slade now all over the rear bumper. Oh, he's in the wall. The 77 slaps the wall hard. Slade to the inside, and then 01. We'll try to clear him down to the corner. Hunsicker still fighting on the outside. Turpin closing near as well. The 77 slaps the wall pretty good. Now we're going to try to recover. Worley going down the corner, going to push it hard. Nearly get to the rear bumper. And now he's got Turpin to worry about. Again, updating on this playoff situation. So far, nothing has changed. But Redford starting to fall back behind Heilman. He wants the caution flag barely. He definitely badly wants the yellow flag pretty soon. The tie right now. And Clausen will get the tiebreaker with the best finishing position in this round. With Redford's DNF and Talladega, that sealed it for full Clausen. 35 laps remain here in the final race for the championship. We're riding along with Kevin Hunsiker's helmet cam, trying to do anything. Now Slade is P2. Oh, here comes Turpin to the inside of Hunsiker. We'll send it back in there. I mean, what really Redford needs right now, he's got pressure now from Donnelly. If Clausen have a major issue at the pit, maybe even crash out of this race. It's going to take a lot. He really needs the caution flag, though. Going to have pressure now from that 33 in a minute. But the gap's 3 seconds now between Slade and Walker. Slade not closing the way he did earlier in this race. So on the start of the set here, Donnelly has now gone around Redford. Redford battling hard. He knows he needs the position hard. He definitely knows he needs it. There's 5 of Clausen. There's 72 Ren Fish with Bailey. And there is the 47 of Redford. Has now fallen back to P8. Clausen is now P10 here. That battle, I think now 1 point below the cut line for Brandon Redford. Really struggling here though. Not having the speed he needed. Definitely wants a yellow flag very soon, if not now. There is Patrick Donnelly in a pretty decent position to advance. Entered plus 18 over the cut line. Running in 7th, scored some decent stage points as well. There's the 45 of Levi Heilman running in P6. There's Matthew White. Turpin now putting pressure on Kevin Hunsicker. This is not have been the race that Redford really needed. Hunsicker got loose there. Now Turpin to the outside, racing for 3rd. Oh, the 77 makes contact with the 84. 77 will slide up after maybe drop out of the gas for a second. Now Turpin to 3rd. Kevin Hunsicker now falls back to P4. And it's Gio Turpin. Now to the podium. Maybe an issue here. Clausen is on pit road. Possibly an issue. He's got career and he's going to go back on the racetrack a lap down. There he is. On fresher tires. You may see green flag pit stops here in a minute. There's Landon Fish in 72. Right now running P9. There's Bailey. Not on the lead lap, but Redford really just praying for a yellow flag here soon. His really only hope now is just trying to pull some sort of strategy. With these closing laps here, you probably will see most of the cars down the pit road. It's been a very, very clean race so far. Ooh, the 91 gonna nearly get the bumper to that 47. pretty sure really the only issue had is McMillan having some damage to his race car. Not sure where he got that. So I don't think anyone has enough fuel to make it to the end. We could see some, we may be seeing some major saving of that 01. Could he possibly try to run it out? We'll see. We'll just have to see how the rest of this race plays out. Matthew White running in P5. Redford, just one car separates him. That's Landon Fish. Those three running 8th, 9th, and 10th. They're all battling for that final playoff spot. Only really one of them is up for grabs. They're all the drivers remaining in the playoffs. That's how just close it is. I mean, White's locked in. Hunsiker's locked in. Patrick Donnelly running P7 right now, scored decent stage points. Pretty much locked in to the championship floor. So those three will race for a title. So far, you got 3 different race teams locked into it. Could Landon Fish make it 4 different teams. Got Matthew Reddy Motorsports, Highline Motorsports, and finally Bumper Run Motorsports. That would definitely be a story if that could happen. Gio Turpin not really pulling away from Kevin Hunsiker. Hunsiker going to try to put the pressure back on Turpin. Been a good race all race long for Kevin Hunsiker. Has run in the top 5 pretty much all race. Been a very solid playoffs with a win and very good finishes all around. Scoring a lot of points. Now it's 25 to go in Miami. Gonna be interesting to see if you see any cars up here coming down pit road. I don't know if Clausen pitted for strategy or something else. I'm not sure. Don't know if he had to pit or not. Redford was really hoping that Bailey and Poirier and McMillan were all on the lead lap there, but they weren't. They're multiple laps down, and Clausen now being scored a lap down after pitting. Redford now having probably some pressure from Landon Fish pretty soon here. There's Walker 5 seconds out. There's Clausen. There's Landon Fish in the 72. About a second behind him now. They can go down the back. Clausen even in jeopardy put 2 laps down here. A lot of drivers hoping for a yellow flag pretty soon. And Fish maybe starting to struggle there. There's 47 of Redford. Starting to see his championship 4 hopes slip away. It's only 1 point he's below right now, Cole Clausen. Just 1 single point. Now it's 2 points. Actually, no, he's not even on the lead lap, so it's still 1 point. Just 1 point. It's the only fresh tires that 5 cars are going to drive right around all these race cars. Feels amazing on those fresh tires. That 47 was definitely wishing he had those fresh tires right now, and also on the lead lap. But it's been a crazy season for Redford. Got that 1 win in Nashville. That was the only win on the season so far. But it's been 8 DNFs so far, or 7 or 8 DNFs so far this season. DNF last time around at Talladega, the regular season was just piled with DNFs. As he's coming down to pit road, Redford has come to service his race car. Gonna elect a pit. Gonna have to pretty soon here. Most of the field. 21 laps remaining. I don't think anyone can make it. But here comes the 47, the pit road. Trying to salvage anything he can with this championship 4 hopes, but I think Cole Clausen would get around him here. Clausen pulling not a bad strategy at all. There's McMillan, 24 laps down. Another race where he has just a bad start or crash or whatever, and he's gonna fall way back out. Clausen is now past Brandon Redford. There's the Iona Slade, 6 seconds behind Aiden Walker, your race leader. Looked like for some part of this race, Slade was actually a lot faster than Walker. But now, Walker has really showed the pace here. We got 2 cars retired from this race. Wilkins still sitting on pit road, probably pretty much out of this race as well. It's 18 laps to go in Miami to finish off the second to last race of the season. And what a season it's been so far. It's the 19th race of the season, race number 20 in Chicagoland on Sunday night. We'll have pre-race for that. Will be your championship. White come down to pit. Redford's going to have to hope anything can happen where he can pass some sort of race cars or whatever. He can pass Clausen or something. He's going to have to try anything. Oh! Spinner! Caution has come out. Oh, and it's on. The yellow flag comes out. And this changes everything. Bailey goes around. Let's take a look at what happens. Unbelievable. The yellow flag comes out. Way up the racetrack. Starting to struggle here. And he loses it down the front stretch after getting loose off the corner. Nearly saves it. But then in front of the caution. Oh, landed fish very close. A lot of cars, even in your leader. Very close. And he will sprint, bring out the yellow flag. This changes everything. Caution flag is back out. There is the pace car. Cars that pitted, and especially Matthew White, in a great position here. We could see Redford even stay out. This could get interesting. Actually, no, cars that pitted at a disadvantage. I'm stupid. Matthew White at a disadvantage right now. Cars that stay out had an advantage, so nothing really changed, actually. It's going to get interesting, though. Well, it's yellow flag time here in Miami. With just 16 laps to go. Leaders coming to pit road. Will anyone stay out? Redford coming to stay out. There's the 01 and led by Walker in the 66. Late yellow flag. This could change a whole lot. We'll just see how the rest of this race plays out. A good break for some of these drivers battling for that final championship spot. It's basically a three-way battle for that final spot. Clausen holds it over Fish and White and Redford right now. 3 cars locked in, just 1 spot's up the grass. Everyone getting 4 fresh Goodyear tires here. Can we see any 2-tire strategy? I don't think we will. Walker's going to get off here. Your first car off the pit road. So fresh tires for the entire field, basically. But now with 15 laps to go, this could possibly get interesting. We'll just have to see how this one finishes out here in Miami. So it's the first caution for an incident tonight. Comes with 15 laps to go. There's lap cars coming down pit road. White's going to be in out ahead of the 66. Going to pull away, though. There's some of the lap cars. Bailey, McMillan, Redford. I don't think he's going to be there. I think he'll get the free pass, possibly. He already pitted there, so I don't think he would come down pit road again. So I think Brandon Redford is going to be able to get the free pass. Be a good break for him. He's got to have to try to do anything he can. Not a good break for Matthew White. Going to be back to P9. Still, for some reason, stuck behind the pace car. There's Clausen running 8th. Fresh tires in that car. We'll try to put on a late race charge. But Landon Fish, don't take your eyes off him. He's right now ahead of Cole Clausen. Gained, I think, a couple of points, 1 or 2 points in there over Clausen. He entered 6th below. He's not above the cut line yet, but he could possibly start to get close. this yellow flag here in Miami. Landon Fish was able to get him 1 stage point. But put him 5 below. Clausen has gained 0. He got cars scoring on him all the time. And then that's going to put him now 4 below Cole Clausen. So not really what he needs, but he's going to have to try to gain up. You're right now running in P7, so that definitely is possible. And if Clausen has an issue, it's even more possible. So Redford, I don't even know who's going to... I don't even think he would get a free pass. Redford's going to be trapped a lap down. Unreal. Not what he needed to see. It'll be 12 to go. When will we restart here in Miami? So, but Brandon Redford, you're going to need another caution here pretty soon to keep his championship hopes alive. Donnelly down at 4th. Good stop for him. Hunsinger falls back to 5th. Turbin up to P3. But we're coming to green. Here we go. Will Slade be able to do anything on that outside lane? Pace car's off. It is 12 to go. From Homestead-Miami Speedway. Green flag back in the air. Amazing restart for that 66. The 84 out of the inside of the 01. They battle for second behind him. Everyone fanning out. The 01 now has the 84 clear of him. Hunsinger out on the inside. Oh, the wreck behind him. Wreck happening. Multiple cars involved. That brings on caution. And it's a great break for Brandon Redford. And here come all the yellow flags. Caution flag comes out here for the 3rd time. Take a look what happens on this restart. Ooh, 91 just gave him a shove. Turns him around. Ooh, Redford got hit a little bit there. Looks to be okay, though. Oh, Matthew White involved. Some damage to his race car. Yellow flag flies here at Miami. It's another one. Another caution flag. Turpin was able to get down to P2. Slade will fall back to 3rd. So this could get even more interesting. Now 11 laps remain here at the Homestead-Miami Speedway. Matthew White is able to get up to P7. Cole Clausen, I think, lost a couple of positions, now down to 8th. Landon Fish now 2 points above him. Well, 2 spots above him. He entered this stage plus -5, +5 for Clausen. Now put him -3. Again, Redford still below the gut line. Needs Clausen have an issue. We'll get the free pass though. So Brandon should get the free pass here. And that'll put him back on the lead lap here in Miami. That 47 has gone through a lot tonight. Got hit a little bit on that wreck. We're just looking to survive and try to make the championship 4. Cole Clausen just wants to hang on. Does not need to have another shoe. So it's only the 3rd yellow flag of the night. 2 quick yellows come out though. Cautions breed cautions, that's what they say. It's starting to happen here. First 2 cautions for cause on the night. We've been clean all race long until now. With just 10 laps to go here in Miami. We'll see. Will we see the 47 come down pit road? Maybe make a strategy call. It looks like he's going to stay out here. Everyone else also will stay out. So no one coming out of pit, I don't think, except Lyle, who was involved in an accident. So he will come down to service his race car. But Walker's still leading this race here in Miami. Top 3 won't affect playoffs at all. None of them in the playoffs. But we'll just have to see how the rest of this race pans out. We should be coming to choose next time by. That would be 8 to go. And then we would come back to a restart with 7 laps to go in Homestead-Miami. Ready to finish this one out and decide your championship 4. Redford's still sitting back here. Hasn't been able to get the free pass yet. Here we go, coming 8 to go this time by. We'll see if they are going to choose this time. If they were going to choose, they would probably let that 47 around them, I think. Unless the 45 is being scored the first car lap down on pit road. That could be interesting. He was involved in that caution. I don't think that matters on iRacing. Oh, this may not be good for Brandon Redford. 1 to go. At the line until we restart. Heilman off the racetrack. But Redford not going to get the free pass after Heilman is being scored a lap down, I think. Wow. Not what he needs to see. It's got to be so frustrating, knowing you're this close to the championship 4. Cole Clausen right now running in 8th. He had a chance to get up there. I mean, Landon Fish still has a chance here. I think is 3 points now below Clausen. If Clausen falls back to 9th, say, Roulette's car on the lead lap, and then Fish gains up a lot of position, maybe up to 3rd or 2nd, that could put him in the championship 4. Just ready to finish the one out here in Miami. Only 7 to go. Coming back to the green. In real NASCAR, the championship was decided so many times here. But now your championship 4 for the FedEx Cup Series is going to be decided here. And once again, the pace car is in. It's 7 to go from Miami. Great start for the 660s go on. Good start for the 84th Turpin. Will clear the 01 and will clear himself down. Donnelly looking at the inside of the 01 car. Won't be able to get there. Turpin parks in front of the 01. Oh, gets loose way off the corner. Now we'll race side by side with the 01 to Slade. This just allows Walker to pull away. Slade up the racetrack big time there. The 84 will clear him. Big run coming for the 01 though. Oh, Clausen had an issue there. He's falling back. The 01 now to P2 and is clear. Oh, but gets loose off the corner. That allows Turpin back to the outside. They're all attempting to chase down Walker, who's so far ripping in the outside lane in that 66. 5 to go from Miami. Caution has come out though. Yellow flag comes out, not sure what it's for. Got a wreck. It's McMillan involved, I think. I think it was just McMillan involved there. Another caution flag will fly. 4th one of the night. Kind of wish that yellow didn't fly. Oh, he's spinning again. That was going to be a fun champion battle to decide this race win. Crazy how they've been so clean all race long, but now with like 10 to go, they decided we're just going to race like this. Oh, Bailey goes around. That's the 3rd yellow he's tossed today. That's getting annoying. Another caution flag comes out because of Bailey. First one he self-spun. This one he self-spin. The other one he wrecked the 45. So I don't know what's going on with him. Landon Fish coming down to pit road. Maybe some late strategy call here. You never know. But could he possibly drive himself into up to the field? We'll have to see. 4 laps to go here in Miami. Landon Fish still in that still looking to get into that championship 4. Redford gotta get finally the free pass. He's back on the lead lap. I think he may even gotten fresh tires, so this could be good for Fish and Redford. Oh, this could be good with 2 to go. We're gonna have to keep an eye on that. We'll also keep an eye on this race win, because I think Fish and Redford will be on fresher tires than the 5 of Cole Clausen, who's on pretty sure older tires than the rest of the field. Ooh, this could be good. Running under caution with 4 to go. It'll be probably overtime when we come back to the green. What a race it's been so far here in Miami. Bunch of cautions have changed it all. But yeah, Redford back on the lead lap, just getting behind Landon Fish and Cole Clausen. 8th, 9th, and 10th is what you're gonna want to keep an eye on along with the race win. You can actually talk. Here they come. It'll be 3 to go when they come to the cross flag here. Still gonna run a lap under pace car speeds. There's the 47 of Redford. Back on that lead lap. He's got Fish and Clausen just ahead of him. I wish we could do split stream, but there's really no way to do that in iRacing. Unfortunately. We'll just have to keep an eye on scoring. The intensity is going to ramp up at the front of the field and for that final championship 4 battle. It's between the 5, 72, and 47. It's 2 Highline Motorsports cars trying to get another one car in, and then Landon Fish trying to get MNF Racing into the championship 4. What a story that could be. But Cole Clausen, the only driver in the playoffs that has made the playoffs that hasn't won a race this season. But just looking still for career number 1 and could possibly advance to the championship 4. But we should be coming to 1 to go this time by here in Miami. It'll be 1 to go till we restart. Walker's gonna have to try to get a good run off the corner. I think this 01 definitely probably wanted to see it go green for the rest of that. But also watch the 47, 72, and 5 car for that final playoff spot battle. This could be the most insane final 2 laps you've ever seen. With so much going on the racetrack. 3 cars battling for that final championship 4 spot. Can Fish and Redford use their fresh tires to an advantage? Clausen could possibly be a sitting duck here in this restart. The F5 car and the 72 and the 47 behind him. Redford actually gets down to pit road. Not sure what's going on. He's back on the racetrack. Oh, that can't be good. Not sure what happened to him. We're coming to green this time by. He's going to have to try to catch up as fast as he can. This could be around now Clausen and Fish. We'll just have to see what happens. Redford desperately trying to catch up, but the pace car is coming in this time. He's about 14, 13, 12 seconds behind him. He's closing. I think he's going to be able to get there. Just in time. He gets there just in time. Pace car's in. It is 2 to go for Miami. A great start for the 01. Cannot be the 6-6 in the line though. Oh, check the punt sticker. Turbin to the inside. The 01 trying to wrap the outside lane though. Turbin is second. Will clear the 01. Now, gonna have to try to push him down this back straightaway. Oh! Down to pit road, I think. I'm not sure what went on there. 3 wide to go. Coming on the white flag this time by for Walker. Turbin trying to chase him down. It's 1 to go. Slade down to pit road. Nothing has changed down in the championship battle. It's still Clausen with the advantage. Final lap here at Homestead-Miami. Walker looking for another win here in the FedEx Cup Series. Down the back for the final time. To the bottom of the track he goes. Walker, he's going to use that bottom lane. Turbin can't do anything in the outside. And out of 4. It's another win. Brandon Walker. He's going to win at Miami. And Cole Clausen will advance to the championship 4. They wreck behind him. So it's Walker getting another win. Huntinger involved in that crash. He finishes P4 at the line, but wrecks at the end. But congratulations to Walker. Gonna take home another victory tonight. Gio Turpin gonna come home P2. Oh, Donnelly is gonna advance to the NASCAR FedEx Cup Series Championship 4. But it's another win for Aiden Walker. He had to earn this one though. Gonna come to the front straightaway. Gonna salute the fans and probably burn it down. You're a winner from Homestead. Here it comes, burning it down the front straightaway. And your NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series Season 1 Championship 4 will be Matthew White, Patrick Donnelly, Cole, Kevin Hunsaker, and finally, Cole Clausen in the 5. Clausen advances by just a few points. He will be in the Championship 4 and will fight for a title in Chicagoland. Not in the playoffs, but it's another win for Walker. He picks up his 4th career victory here in Homestead-Miami. What a race in Homestead. The cautions all changed it. And the 66, your race winner from Miami. Doing some great burnouts down the front straightaway. Clausen celebrating, he's in the Championship 4. But it's Walker with the race win. Be full-time and Cup next season, it'll be dangerous. But congratulations to Aiden Walker, picking up another victory here in the FedEx Cup Series. It was close. Turpin nearly got him. I think the 04, I don't know what happened to the 04. He came down pit road. The 04 was probably going to pass him there even on that final restart. Going to back it down here on the second last restart if they didn't have a yellow flag. But we'll try to get all your Championship 4 interviewed as well as your race winner. Congratulations to Walker. He picks up another victory here in Homestead-Miami Speedway. And that'll wrap it up. We'll be here for a second in a second for interviews. So we're going to see if we can get him here on an interview. Aiden Walker, your race winner, and then we'll try to get all your Championship 4 drivers who advanced on an interview. So we'll see if we can get him here. So is this another win for him? So we'll check the replay on that final lap here in a minute. we'll get your race winner Walker here for an interview here in Homestead-Miami. We're just going to pull up the results real quick here in Miami, and we'll get your race winner here for an interview here in a second. So Aiden Walker's going to pick up another race victory here at Homestead-Miami Speedway. So how are you able to hang on for the race win there on those closing final restarts, all the chaos behind you?
Really, all I needed to just do is get some good jumps. Early on in the race, it was a little bit of a struggle just realizing it was right front tire rear for different setup from what official and a few leagues I've ran have it to where it's a little more to the rear. But right at the end, it felt a little more similar to what I was wanting it. So that's really helped me at the end where until that caution came out, then that kind of just got everyone back up together. And then after that, it was relatively, I want to say, easy, but it was relatively close to being easy. So then I realized the top wasn't quick. So it was overall a really good race. I've won another race in the 66, which most of the time it runs terrible in Cup Series. I don't even think it even runs anymore. So.
All right, well, congratulations on another win. We'll see you if you're able to do the final race tomorrow, well, Sunday at Chicagoland as a reserve driver. So we'll try to get any other Championship 4 drivers here, and for any we'll ask them all. So we'll see if we're going to try to get all 4 your Championship 4 drivers in here for an interview. Alright, so we won't do Hunsaker. And not Matthew White either. We'll see if Patrick Donnelly wants to do an interview. Alright, so I don't think anyone else is. We'll see if Patrick Donnelly wants to do one real quick, actually. And yeah, Donnelly is not going to be able to do an interview. So that'll wrap it up. Next time is the championship. It all comes down to that. Sunday night, we'll have practice on Friday night. That'll be streamed, I think. Then I don't think we'll have a practice session Saturday, but I don't think we're gonna be able to stream that. And then Sunday is the championship in Chicagoland. It all comes down to that. We're ready for it. It's about like 4 days time. We will decide your Season 1 NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series champion. So, once again, congratulations, Aiden Walker, on his another win here in the FedEx Cup Series. That'll do it, Homestead-Miami Speedway. What a race. What a finish. We hope you enjoyed, and that is going to wrap it up yet again. On behalf of all drivers, everyone involved in the series, co-owners, team owners, officials, and everyone, we'll see you in the championship in Chicagoland. We'll see you then Sunday night. Actually, we'll see you for practice first on Friday night. We will see you for Chicago.